Hello, mama. Break it up.
What's up, guys? Today is August 30th, 2017. How y'all doing? How y'all living? Your girl is so tired, first of all. But I feel good because today was my last day of work until I think after the holiday. So I'm super excited about that. I definitely need a break. We will be going out of town, but we'll talk more about that a little later. There's like a line like right through my screen, and I don't know if it's the screen or if it's the lens. I'm praying that it's just the LCD screen, which actually is not the best on this particular camera. Sorry guys if the AC is too loud, but it is hot today, which I'm not complaining about because I'm just not ready for winter. I'm not ready for it. So what your girl is doing right now is your girl is running an order. I'm trying not to get discouraged, and you ever have those people in your life that just have a good way about like putting a damper on everything? Like, you know, like I literally you know, have people in my life who are, you know, like just like counting like, oh, how many things have you sold, or you know, or especially with the scrubs, because you know we haven't sold that as well as we thought we would. We've sold the accessories really well. Oh, there's a box at my door. We've sold the accessories really well, but we haven't been able to sell the scrubs really well as we would want to. And so you know, we have those people who are just like, oh, I thought you would have sold more than that, or I thought you would have made more money than that, you know what I mean? And I'm human, so it's like trying not to let those comments get to you, you know, is kind of tough. So I find myself just avoiding those types of people. So I like literally when I tell you there are people who like just literally just want to report, you know, like, oh, how, like almost as if they want to figure out if it works for you so they could do it too type of thing. I don't know. Or if it's just that they're waiting for us to fail. I don't know. But it's like literally people who are just like hitting us up in our DMs and asking us questions, or asking for people that we're not really that tight with, or reaching out to us. And I don't mind to give advice. People who want to start businesses too, I'm honored to do that. But for those who just want to report on how it's working, so they can talk about it, I don't know. But trying not to get discouraged is the key thing. I have to go pick up, let me go get something inside. What's up guys? It's now Thursday. I know I kind of abruptly ended yesterday with y'all, but what had happened was I got mixed up in a few things, so, and then forgot to come back, even though I really wanted to show you guys something that I think I'll show you guys later on in the vlog. So your girl is headed to, well, I'm not headed to the gym right now. I'm gonna go do something else first, then I'm gonna come home, and then my sister and I are gonna go to the gym together. So one of the perks about working for the university that I work at now is that they offer, you get free access to their gym. But because HR was still getting together some things, and there were still things on the back end that need to be done, I wasn't able to get my ID, which means I wasn't able to get into the gym. So they finally fixed everything. I got notice last night, so I'm really excited about that. I set everything up online, and so I should be able to go to the school, get my ID, ooh, it's dark, and then head to the gym. It's gonna be like a super busy day because there's literally so much to do on our list. But I'm well rested, and I have a great weekend. Great because I know it's gonna be relaxing, or I hope so anyway. ahead of me, so I'm really excited about that. Sorry guys, things got a little dark there and I had to stop vlogging because of the way that I was driving. You know, I was driving toward the sun, so it was like creating the shadow. Anyway, the girls headed to the gym. Now Alice is walking the dog. She's outside, and I'll show you them. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, Papa. Hey. Hi. Way later in the day, we went to the gym. We came back from the gym. We did some videos. Recorded 2 videos today. And now we are headed to the DMV. We're headed to my parents' house with the doggies. And it's going to be a long ride. But before that, we're going to pick up some food from Panera Bread. You ready, Lucy? Should I make my own coffee thing and bring?
Huh?
You think I should make my own coffee and bring?
You can just share mine.
Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna like what you got.
You ordered it.
Yeah, but I ordered it for you. Some things that, based on what you like. Say hi, Papa Bear. Say hi, Poppy. Say hi, Poppy. Say hi. Sadie? Sadie, come.
Off,
Hey, Mama.
off. Everything's off, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Put your hands together. Yeah. Put your hands together. Yeah.
Hey guys, good morning. How you guys doing? I am doing good. It is Sunday morning. Is it still morning? Yeah, it's 10:30. And your girl made it to Maryland. I don't know how this vlog is gonna turn out. I feel again the vlog is a bit jumbled, but that is okay. There's several things I want to talk about, so guys, pause this, go get some coffee, go get some tea. I'm gonna try to get this vlog up today. Let's have a serious conversation. I didn't take off my makeup well, so there's still like some eyeliner on my eye. Anyway, I have this coffee mug. It's actually my mother's. And isn't it cute? It says Hebrews on it. Get it? Hebrews. And then it has 2 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, Ephesians, 2nd. I think these are all like New Testament. Yep. Books of the Bible. So good. Now this is coffee and almond milk creamer. I can't remember by who, but my sister had to go buy this from the grocery store because of course my parents only had like half and half. So first we're going to address last week's video because so many of you guys entered in the pop-up giveaway, and I want to tell you guys that thank you so much, first of all, for participating and actually watching the sermon. And it seems as though it touched a lot of you guys just the way it touches me every single time. And if you missed it, I'll leave the sermon down below. A lot of you guys said that it had you in tears too. Not gonna do it. That a God so big would care about someone like me and someone like you, flawed and all, right? Knowing all the mistakes we would ever make in our lives, but decided that we were worth it, right? He was willing to pay that price, and you'll know exactly what I mean. Now, it's not your typical sermon. Like I said, it's one of my favorite preachers. He touches you intellectually. He really challenges you in that way, and also it's he's funny, he's witty, so definitely go watch it. I'll leave it down below for those of you guys who didn't get a chance to watch it last week or are just watching this video and didn't get to watch my video last week. Basically, the giveaway was I wanted you guys to watch the video and see if you could spot me in the congregation. And no one was able to guess right. It's funny because I watched it back several times to see who, because several of you guys said that I was wearing white. So I was like, who is this person in white that they think I am, right? And I could not find that person, but unless you guys think that I'm Brianda, because someone else said that it was black and white. And she's actually a good friend of mine. She's sitting in the front. Someone mentioned that they thought that I was in a particular color and that I was standing up clapping. And so you were right about that I was standing up clapping, but you got the color wrong. So the color top that I was actually wearing is orange. So I'm going to show you guys. You guys will see me at 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 5 seconds. Okay, you do see me several times, but I think this is the best view. And I told you guys would have to have been watching very closely to figure it out. But this is the best view of me, okay? All right, y'all want to see it? Okay. Oh, it's not focusing. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. No. All right, so it's not really focusing, but this is me right here. Yes, I am standing up, and that is orange that I'm wearing. This is actually a dress. It's a, like, it gives illusion of like a two-piece. This is the person I think many of you guys thought I was, maybe. This is my friend Brianda, actually. So yeah, I definitely was in the house this particular night, and every night that he was there, I was in attendance. And so yeah, that's your girl right there. No one guessed it right, but I did want to send out the gift nevertheless to one of you guys who responded, though you guys didn't get it correct. So I just decided to pick the response that was the most touching to me. And so if you are watching, I'm going to the video right now. T Renee, you are the winner. You really went into depth on the things that he spoke of in the video, and I know there's no way you would have, you know, been able to catch that had you not watched it. I'll read the comment to you guys. She says, "I'm so glad that I listened to that awesome sermon. Having gone through a lot of personal issues within the last few months, I had begun to question my worth, my value." Getting teared up. Oh, but thank God he sent a message that spoke to my heart, saying that the value of an item is determined by the one who is willing to pay the price. That's a direct quote from the sermon. Because God knew that I had begun to think I was worth, and here's the beauty of it all. I wasn't worth it, but yet he bought me anyway. Praise God. I thought I saw you several times in the beginning of the video. There came a time during the viewing of the sermon that I could not see no matter how hard I tried, as I was touched and couldn't see through my tears. Thank you, my sister in Christ, for making me aware of this beautiful sermon. May God continue to richly bestow his blessings upon you and your endeavors. Hugs and kisses. So this was the comment that really touched me the most. And so I'm going to send out the $50 gift certificate to Sephora, or gift card to Sephora. So I'm going to try to send you a message on here. If not, send me an email, onegodsdesign, GODZDESIGN@gmail.com. Send me your address and I will send you the gift card. If there's an electronic way, there might be an electronic way for me to send it to. I'll do that and I'll look into that. So we'll be in contact, girl. We'll be in contact. That way I don't have to send. I know there's like an electronic way you can send out gift cards. So I'm going to look into that because my sister has done that before. But anyway, thank you guys for participating in that. Another thing I want to sort of talk about is I mentioned to you guys that I'm going to be planning another move, and I wanted to be more open with you guys and talking about it because I want to be here to sort of help you guys, share my story, so you guys sort of know what's going on. And I feel like I serve a purpose here in that I think I speak to a specific population of people, you know, young, Black, Christian, maybe even single women who are navigating through life. And I want to be able to share, you know, different things with you. So my instinct really, or what's natural to me is that I really withheld it until I'm ready to really just, you know, talk about it. But I think it's important that I sort of share these things with you now as I'm doing it, so you guys sort of see the process of it, so that you guys can really appreciate the other side of it. So a few years ago, if you guys really watched the channel, this was back in 2015 that I mentioned to you that I wanted to start saving money so that I could essentially look into buying a house in the next 5 years. So that time is approaching. That was 2 years ago. That time is approaching. At a point, I had changed that 5-year plan to really a 3-year plan. And I'm still within 3 years. Like I said, that was only, I think like May of 2015 is when I really started to look into it. Or really tried to save my money to look into it. Now my finances have taken a hit. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys because I really want you guys to appreciate this process and know that things are possible even for you, right? Because, all right, my finances have taken a hit because of the business. Now the idea of the business came back in the beginning of 2015. Beginning like the early months of 2016, I'm sorry, which was not planned when I started to think about the house. And the business officially launched in 2017, which essentially took all my savings because I didn't want to get a business loan, which I still stand by that decision. So essentially, I've had to start over in a sense when it comes to savings, which is fine because now it's easier to save. You know, you guys will start seeing it come all full circle. It's easier to save now that I'm not living by myself. I'm living with my sister. And not only that, but I'm able to split the bills, but I also live in a place where cost of living is low. Of course, I get paid less money than I did when I was traveling, and even less money that I was making than when I was in New York. But because that I'm splitting bills, and now I have 2 jobs, it kind of like I still was getting paid more in New York, but now I'm not too far off when I consider. That's not true, but kind of when I consider both my incomes plus YouTube. I'm not too. Probably YouTube, my 2 jobs is probably what I made from my 1 job in New York, right? Just the job, not YouTube, right? So all of those together is probably what I made, just that 1 job. So I'll be able to quickly build in income. So my next course of action is to buy a home. I know. So I'm working to build my credit. And to save money, to put a good amount of money down on my home. So I'm really thankful that I'm having, I'm just seeking out advice, people who own homes or people who have had to repair their credit quickly. Not that I have horrible credit, but just really get a good score quickly, because I'm really trying to do this next year, right? Next year. So where that's gonna be, I have a few ideas in my head. You guys let me know, where do you guys think is a good city? Where do you guys think is a good place? Because I don't intend on being this being a forever home, I want it to be definitely way comfortable for me. But I also want to make it, I want it to be in a very rentable city, town, right? For when I decide to upgrade or potentially move somewhere else if that happens, right? But I do want it to be in a city where I can definitely settle in and live in the home, for me at least, for the next few years before I may decide to rent it out. Who knows, right? So you guys let me know your thoughts and ideas down below. And for those of you guys who do own homes, condos, whatever it is, let me know. Any advice that you would have, leave it down below. So yes, this is like a big thing for me to share with you guys. I kind of debated whether I was going to share. I might edit this out. I don't know. Patricia, don't edit this out, okay? Leave it up. I had to talk to myself a little bit because I know when I'll be editing this back, I'll probably be thinking, I don't know if I want to put this up. But yeah, let me know your thoughts and things down below. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, that's what I was saying. I'm so happy that I have so much support. I do have friends who own condos, and well, mostly condos, and I have friends who own homes too, so I definitely could reach out to them. They don't know this yet. I probably should talk to them first before I post this video. I'm gonna get better with that. So not only that, I've talked to my parents about it, and they're like, not surprisingly, but they're very excited. I think mostly because they know that that will force me to just kind of sit down a little bit. And you know, I've talked to you guys how my parents are about me jumping around and moving around. So they're excited about it. So my dad's been giving me advice, things like that. My parents own 3 homes, 2 of them being in the US, and they do have a house in Haiti too. So they have been sharing their opinions and things like that. And you know, my dad especially has advised me to, he's like, you know, they give anybody houses these days, but you know, you really want to make sure your credit is optimal so that you that you can get a low interest rate. And so that's really important to me too, because otherwise I really could look into it right now, but I'm like, you know, I might as well wait to build my credit score, and then also so that I can also build a good savings, so I can put a good amount down, you know. So that's the next big thing that I'm working towards. So I really wanted something, like I was very anxious to do it very soon, because I had, you know, some money put aside in this short amount of time that I've been living with my sister. And but at the same time, like, you know what, let's put the brakes on it, put the brakes, and then let's shoot for the beginning. Plus the next few weeks, the next few months are going to be super busy for me, and I'm like, you know what, you might as well wait it out, girl. Wait it out. My perfect world before my birthday, like that would be like the perfect birthday gift, like clothes on a home for my birthday. But we'll see. So I have some work to do in the meantime, so you guys may see some once I'm ready to start looking at homes. I've been looking online to see different areas that I would be interested in. I'll go ahead and tell you guys that the main area that I'm looking into right now is the DMV, particularly in Maryland and Northern Virginia. Maybe 10 miles outside of DC. So that's been like one of the main areas that I've been looking in, but I'm not exclusively, I'm not tied to just this area. I just think it's a good place to sell it because my parents live here. So if I want to like move eventually, you know, they can kind of manage the house for me, can manage it for me while I'm gone. Things like that. So I think it's a safe bet, and it being hopefully close to the city will help to attract renters. But then this morning I was looking at houses in Phoenix because I love Arizona. My parents love Arizona and want to eventually retire there. So I don't know, I love the West Coast. All things, I told my mom this yesterday when we were talking about it. I'm like, if money was not a factor, I would live. 2 things: if money wasn't a factor and my parents weren't a factor, I would move to California. I really just would. I would get me a nice little townhouse in Pasadena, Glendale, or Burbank. That's what I would do and call it a day. But my parents aren't gonna move to California. They're not gonna do it. And the reason why I'm considering them so much is not because that I need them financially or anything, but I love my parents and I want to be close to them. 1, 2, my parents, you know, they're getting a bit older and they're not in like the best of health. I seriously feel like when we're here, they make better decisions, especially my mom. My dad does better, but especially my mom. But that's what's been on my plate right now, and that's what your girl has just been about. So these next few months are like focusing on that, on getting my life organized and getting sort of my life back and getting some sort of routine back. Your girl is back in the gym, and I feel good about that. My sister and I have been doing this vegan thing for the past 2 weeks. Did I tell y'all that? Yep. So we did our vegetarian to vegan transition. I don't want to say it's like, or you know, and it's not even just vegan. We're doing plant-based whole foods. So we're really staying away from processed foods altogether, and staying clear of dairy and eggs, which is and then no meat, of course, which is what we've been doing for a while now. So that's been interesting. It was supposed to be for 2 weeks. We're over that amount of time, but we're just slowly transitioning. That's how I put it. So part of getting organized is to start planning. Now I have always had a planner. It's just something that I've always done, but I decided to, I went to Marshall's and I fell on this one and I'm like, oh, this is so pretty. The planners I usually get are the traditional small ones. And then I always usually update my Google Calendar, like put all my work days in my Google Calendar app, right? But I saw this one at Marshall's and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. So I basically started planning in here. Now, it's not a full like journal type planner, but I did purchase a few stickers and just things to keep it exciting and to help motivate me to do it. So I actually planned out my workout days so that I know, you know, when I'm going, right? And then I also write in my work days and also when my bills are due, and then my paydays. You'll see this, which actually I need to update because I now get paid every week because of my new job, my teaching job that I told you guys about. So what I will do is on these pages where you can actually elaborate on what you're doing, I'll write in my goals for the day, and then I try to update it at least weekly, or not once, because you know you do this in the beginning of the month and then obviously things happen, so you just continue to add things as you know you figure it out. So I'm working now on October, still filling up September, because September I think there's a few things that I'm still missing here, like my bills and things like that, but I am super excited about that. Just helps to motivate me to stay organized and keep track of my money, where it's going and everything like that. So love it. So that's basically it. That's basically all I wanted to talk to you guys and update you guys on. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking with me in my vlogs. My prayer is that you guys get something from them as I continue to share my life and my journey with you guys. I was watching my old vlogs last night of my time in California, and I had so much fun. I had so much fun there, and I was so happy. I remember I was so well rested, and the sunshine and getting off night shift and everything was just so good for me, so good for my spirit. And I could just see through my smiles and stuff how much I enjoyed myself there. Like, you guys remember when I went to San Diego, drove down to San Diego, I was just looking at those vlogs. It just was a lot of fun. I love the fact that I've been able to vlog, especially my time travel nursing, and looking back on it. So much fun. But you know, it's like my open diary for you guys. I love, you know, being able to look back on it and listen to my thoughts and sort of see my growth, you know. So anyway guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you guys soon in another video. And as always, God bless.